UNF students, welcome to the show. I'm Mary Dale.
And I'm Courtney Spencer. Thanks for joining us for North Florida Weekly, where each week we bring you the latest news happening on campus and around the Jacksonville area.
Well, the votes are in. After weeks of vigorous campaigning, there's finally a new UNF presidential-elect for student government.
Last week, students went to the polls to cast their votes to decide who will take office next fall. Angela Mora takes a closer look.
The day after the polls closed, students, faculty, and staff gathered in the Senate chambers to find out the results of this semester's elections. Anxiety filled the room as the final announcement of the evening, the presidential decision, was made.
825 votes. Matt Brockman.
With high fives and hugs given out between Red Party supporters, newly elected student body president Matt Brockman seemed very at ease.
This is really the culmination of months and months of hard work, of planning, of talking to administrators, talking to students, just getting things ready. And now that we got a chance to go out there and campaign for 2 hard days and sit in the chambers and hear the results.
When asked about his rival Chris Warren, Brockman never doubted his opponent and feels the student voice is what got the Red Party back in power.
There was never a second out there where Courtney and I talked and said, we've got this in the bag.
Along with Matt Brockman, Senate President supporter Carlo Fossey says Red Party dominated the majority of this year's elections.
We got 18 general Senate seats elected, all 5 collegiate seats elected. We weren't able to get 2 elected, 2 of our senators. I want to figure out a way to get them involved. There's 1 seat open for appointment right now.
With the elections now over, many of these students will focus on their goal, finishing academics for the semester. Angela Mora, North Florida Weekly.
Matt Brockman and his new administration will take power in student government this upcoming late April.
A recent issue of the UNF Spinnaker is causing controversy. The front cover of the controversial issue depicts oral sex, leaving some UNF students and administration concerned. The newspaper wanted to highlight the link between contracting throat cancer and human papillomavirus and practicing oral sex with an infected partner. Spinnaker editor-in-chief Josh Gore defended the image, stating the provocative image focuses students' attention on the importance of the story.
A lot of us grew up reading comic books, Archie, Spider-Man, and even comic strips like Garfield, maybe in our free time or when we got done with all of our chores, but not at school. Well, I spoke with one woman who's all about using graphic novels in the classroom. Katie Monin is an assistant professor of literacy at the University of North Florida. She's also an author. Her books are about teaching graphic novels in the classroom. Yes, graphic novels. From the looks of her office, you can see her passion. She says her passion actually started on 9/11.
Right when I turned the TV on, we watched in live action the second plane hit the building, and one of my students immediately started to cry, and the other student stood up and was like, "Sweet, like in a movie, like an explosion." Basically, it came down to, in American education on September 11th, we had this wake-up call of we had no terminology for teaching visual and image-based literacies.
That's when she saw the need for students to be learning with visual books. But not everyone is on board. Monin says some teachers are hesitant to leave classic literature behind.
A lot of teachers are like, yeah, but we need to make sure kids have those real print text literacy skills, that real reading. But if you look at the world outside of the school building, the world has already decided whether or not we're going to be print text literacy based or image literacy based. They've said yes.
Yes to graphic novels. The most common forms of graphic novels are comic books, like this, Spider-Man and other superheroes. In the classroom, Monin teaches teachers. She teaches the importance of using image-based literacy methods to UNF education majors. Elementary education major Buka Forrester says Monin helps define graphic novels as educators rather than entertainers.
Most people immediately think with graphic novels and comics, Superman, Spider-Man, the hero stuff, nothing educational, which is not true, obviously, and she brings that into the classroom and does a really good job at expressing that and breaking down those barriers that those things should not be brought into an educational atmosphere.
Education major Mandy Williamson says graphic novels are successful because they bring something new to the learning table.
It's a different type genre book that students haven't seen before. So a lot of kids have never even seen a graphic novel before. And so this really opens their eyes to a different genre of book.
Professor Monen's passion for teaching image-based literacies isn't going anywhere. She's already working on her third book. This one will quite fittingly be in graphic novel form. Despite those who oppose, Monen says graphic novels are the things of the future.
You know, there's a lot of criticism of in schools, you know, put your iPods away, put your, you know, iPads away, put your phones away. It's really, we should be embracing these technologies and empowering kids to use them in strong literacy learning ways.
Professor Monen's third book, entitled Teaching Early Readers Comics and Graphic Novels, comes out April Fool's Day, and that's no joke.
Well, from professors to curriculum, the annual UNF Major Fair gives students a glimpse of their educational options. Students browsed the various information kiosks last Thursday to learn about the different majors available at UNF. Professors and representatives were present to assist students, giving suggestions and advice. UNF programs such as health, business, and secondary education talk to students about what they have to offer. UNF senior Kyle Grothaus explains what the transportation and logistics major can offer prospective students.
Because Jacksonville is such a big port city, there's a lot of activity in the transportation and logistics industry, so we're very connected with the Jacksonville community, and there's a lot of opportunities for students in transportation logistics majors.
Grothaus also said transportation and logistics is a flagship program here at UNF designed to gain national recognition. More information about the fair can be found on the UNF website. Just around the corner, we'll take a look at how an old toy is making an exciting comeback.
And coming up, see how UNF women are getting motivated about their future careers. We'll be right back.
Because sometimes, even the rescuers need to be rescued. The Coast Guard Foundation. Find out how you can help at rescuetherescuers.org.
911.
Yes, water is all in the house. The roof is completely caved in on us. We need emergency assistance, please.
Okay, man, we can't respond right now because of the condition of the hurricane.
All of our neighbors evacuated and everyone is gone. Please tell me what to do.
Now I'm in a wheelchair and water's coming in. Is there any way I might be able to get an ambulance to help it?
The roof is coming in on us. We're going to die in this house if we don't get some help.
Unfortunately, we cannot send anybody out in the storm right now.
When my parents got divorced, I had to be there for my mother. She had a daughter going to college. She was trying to get her degree herself. We ended up finding about federal student aid. I think you can dream big and you can think about what you want to do with your life, but eventually you're going to have to, build that bridge to the next step. Federal student aid was that bridge. My name is Ben, and this is my story.
Need help planning and paying for college? Learn more at college.gov.
Welcome back. The hula hoop is a long-time popular child's toy, but now the big girls are having fun too.
Hooping, an exciting fad back in the day, is spinning back into play. Sarah Gojekian finds out more about the new site across town.
This is how the hula hoop started, way back in the 1950s. And this is what it is today. The girl in the fire-breathing hoop is student and hooper Kate Denton. She fire hoops here every Friday and Saturday night at Club Litz in downtown Jacksonville. Friends in the music scene got her started.
My boyfriend and I started going to music festivals together, and I had never seen hula hooping like at a trick level, doing professional stuff. And I saw it and was like, I feel like I could do that. The way I was introduced to hula hooping at music festivals, just like this free form of exercise, like now it really is just like my total passion.
But fire hooping is more than just a passion, it's a job. And she's got plenty of people asking, what is going on?
I've gotten a lot of really good response from it. Like, definitely, I've never seen this before. People are weirded out by it, but then they're like, that's really awesome. It's just like a really new thing in Jacksonville, so getting myself out there has been tricky, but then easy at the same time. It's just really starting to pan out for me.
As things kind of go out, sometimes they come back.
Terry Gillis owns Creative Oddities in Jacksonville Beach. It's a gift shop she opened 10 years ago. One of her items, custom hula hoops. She makes them with beads, bells, and lights, all in a few hours. Gillis says more and more girls are coming in for them, a trend she expects to grow. She first noticed the trend at music festivals.
It looked like it was a lot of fun. And I started asking some questions, you know, and they said, oh yeah, it's a lot of fun, you know, you can dance with it, you know, it's great exercise.
Being at the festivals and seeing that people have them there and everything, you know, encourages people to, you know, say, hey, can I try it, you know, or, you know, music moves people. So.
For Kate Denton, her gig at Club Lit pays well, but it's not just about the money. She's also a University of North Florida student, one of many student hoopers on campus.
It's kind of like what keeps hula hooping fun for me, because it is now work too, but going to school and having that core group of girls that hula hoops every day is like pretty awesome. And it's like not an official club on campus, but there's so many girls that are into hula hooping now.
The hoopers got the word then and now, proving that culture comes full circle. Sarah Gojekian, North Florida Weekly.
Hula hooping is a new fitness craze. You can try it for yourself by following routines available online or by looking through local fitness forums to meet up with other hula hoop enthusiasts.
It takes more than education to be a successful businesswoman in today's economy. The UNF auditorium filled quickly last Friday with fearless females. Motivational speaker Pegeen Echeverria had them out of their seats, clapping and shaking hands. Panel discussions featured prominent local businesswomen sharing advice on how to succeed. Afterwards, it was time for networking, book signing, and a chance to meet the keynote speaker.
We need courageous females to step up in their industry or in their work or produce what they need to produce.
Those that missed Friday's event can still get a copy of Pegeen's new book, Lighten Up and Lead, through her website.
After the break, art, music, and venues galore.
We'll take a look at some exciting events going on around Jacksonville, so don't move. We'll be right back.